You know, I wasn't actually going to talk about this, but last night I saw some TV I've never saw before in a long time. That was quote unquote reality TV. The Cavanaugh nominee FaceOff, I call it. Wow. That was some appointment television for your ass. I'll briefly talk about it. Want to hear it? Here it goes. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. Give me 1 second. Drink me a little bit of this flavored water. Okay, now I'm ready. All right. Last night, I sat right down, plopped my butt in the daddy chair, I call it, and watched about an hour, as painful as it was at times. And I'm not gonna lie, it was. The Cavanaugh convocation of whatever the fuck this was. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go on a major limb. I'm gonna say he's gonna get nominated. And this is the reason why I'm saying it, because they focus on one thing about his teen years, about his alleged rape from a girl who did not actually report it, but decided to wait till the time he gets nominated to say that she got raped. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a supporter of anybody that rapes anybody, be it man, woman, or child. I'm absolutely not a supporter of that. But her being old enough to report it, I'll say, was another story. And she waited years to talk about it, along with 3 or 4 other women. Now, it's not to say that they probably weren't scared to report it. Maybe there was a reason why they didn't report so long, just like they did with the Cosby thing. But here's the difference. The difference is because Cavanaugh is white, he got hired people behind his ass, he's likely going to get the nomination, and they're going to drop the whole thing any damn way. That's why I'm like, well, really? To me, I think on some respects, the Democrats are wasting their time. They're spending more time trying to find a reason to diss the nomination than to try to get votes. You know? The Democrats waste too much time on a lot of bullshit, which is why I don't like the Democrats any more than I do the Republicans. They're just as conniving as well. I can honestly say that because I am a Democrat voter, so to speak. But I'm actually to a point I may just go independent and say the hell with it, because ain't none of them no good as far as I'm concerned. Democrats or Republicans, they're all the same to me. All right, but of course I don't like Lindsey Graham punk ass either, because Lindsey Graham was talking about, he told the woman, hey, just go tell the cop, and he just such an arrogant fuck. You know, he really is. I don't like his ass either. You know? And you can tell Cavanaugh was sweating bullets. He talking about everything should be impartial, but yet you're going on Fox News talking about the whole damn thing. You know? Which means I think you are worried that you're not going to get the nomination, but you'll probably get it anyway. You know? This whole thing is nothing but a dog and pony show. And if you watch it, this was appointment television for the networks to get a ratings boom, because everybody was glued into it. Whether you had a TV or a computer or a laptop or a freaking tablet phone or whatever. Didn't matter. Millions of people were glued in on it. Even I was glued in on it for about an hour myself. And I normally don't watch bullshit like that, because I know there's a good chance by being Republicans and by them pilling around with something that happened 35 years ago that they're not going to be able to prove anyway at this point. But somehow they'll be able to get him off, and he'll be able to get nominated. Unlike Cosby, who they fucked over with 40 women all saying pretty much the same damn thing Yet there was no evidence, no real evidence that any of it happened. And he goes to jail. Really? This is the kind of bullshit I'm talking about. This is why I have a bias towards politicians. I really do. I mean, me personally, I don't trust politicians. I'm not gonna lie, I don't trust them anyway. There's a lot of people I don't trust anymore. I don't trust politicians. It's just a lot of people I don't trust. You know? Seriously. But people are just wrong anymore, man. You know, they didn't have no problems convicting Bill Cosby with no evidence. Cavanaugh, it's a joke to try to talk about this. This happened 30 years ago. You're talking about he was a teenage rapist, but there's no blah blah blah. But Cosby, he was a violent sex offender. And the media just grinding on it. Because that's what they want to fucking psych your mind out to believe that Cosby was no good, but Cavanaugh is a family guy. He's a very upstanding citizen. Mainly you're saying that shit because the fact that you're white and you have white privilege, that's okay for him to get away with it. But Cosby, oh no. Cosby's guilty as fuck no matter what. You know? Same thing they did with Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson. You name it. Even Morgan Freeman, of all people, was accused of almost the same type of stuff. You know? Russell Simmons. I mean, I could just keep going. You know? And it's funny that all these guys in high places and who are predominantly white never get charged with anything. And we talking about big names. But a big name is Cosby. They have no problem throwing in jail because he's black. Ain't that a bitch? This is the bias that I really have a big problem with. And like somebody said on one of the other YouTube channels, the Constitution only protects white people. And it's obvious that they do it, but they don't want you to tell the truth about it. And I'm going to tell the truth about it because this is for all to hear, baby. Bottom line is, they don't protect us. There is no just us. It's just us being them, not us. You know? It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. Did I say it's bullshit? It really is. You know? I'm going to give you an example. Now, I bought a bass from Guitar Center a couple of days ago. Decent bass. I'm not going to lie to you. I played it for about an hour. Loved it. He tried to get me to try another bass. The same, nicer looking bass than the one I had. I will admit, a straight solid color, which I kind of prefer in a way. I never had a solid color guitar before. This was really nice. Problem is, motherfucker wouldn't even you couldn't even the amp, the built-in amp didn't work, and I thought it was the cord. It was the amp on the guitar itself as a preamp on it. That's the one I got. Mine to work because the battery's running. He said, "Well, I want to change that, and then you can go ahead." No. I said, "Give me a new one." Oh, we don't have no more in stock. Now that's not what he said the day before. When I was up there the following Friday, he said that they had some in stock, but it was a different color. I come up there on Sunday. He said they didn't have any more. Now you going to tell me y'all ran out that damn quick in 2 days? Bullshit. But all them damn different guitars? Fuck out of here. And this is the game that they play. Now I ain't gonna lie. I've had guitars. I've been a Guitar Center customer for many years. You know, but I've noticed more and more. And my friend told me that. My friend, he said, you better off getting a deal with American music company or Sweetwater or Zounds. All right? They don't fuck you over as much. They really don't. Sweetwater and Zounds, I've dealt with for a number of years myself. Well, really, I just started doing Zounds. Well, actually, about the same time. I did Zounds for 2 years, almost 3 years, and I did Sweetwater for about 4 years. Sweetwater is the best. I'll tell anybody that. Yes, and this is a shameless plug for Sweetwater. That's how much I like them. A lot. Never had a problem with returns. All the equipment they ever shipped to me was pretty much new. was actually new. It was new. All new equipment. Didn't have a problem with none of the equipment. Sounds, I had equipment I got from them before. I didn't like the equipment, not because it wasn't working. It just wasn't what I wanted to do with it. Shipped it back to them. Next day, no issues. Guitar Center, they always try to send you secondhand goods all the time. They've done it for years. Okay. If they say they have something new, they try to sell you the floor models for the same price. Okay. Lucky for them, the guitar that I got, they decided to give me $30 off because I told them I wasn't paying that price. And I meant what I said. I am not paying the price for something that I should be able to get $30 off for scratching that. I made that known to them. I was not. But they try to pull a fast one on me, and I let them know that because they will carry you if you don't. And I also had a bad experience with another Guitar Center location where this white boy got smart with me because I was trying to get I think I bought some equipment. I bought some speakers one time, and then I went back about a couple weeks later to buy I think a mic or something. He got smart with me, and then he got smart with me again when I was trying to apply for a credit account. So I don't even. And that location after he did that, I left him alone. I ain't bought nothing from them over there in about 3 years. I don't even mess with them no more. I've been over there a couple times since then, but I've never made any purchases after that. I was done. And I've complained about it. I've actually told the other store, the store I go to now, which is a little bit better. The services to me is better, but they do kind of the same type of shoddy shit too. And furthermore, I got my production, my studio desk that I ordered. There's a problem with that motherfucker. I just ordered that mug 10 days ago, and 10 days later, I'm still waiting for it to get shipped. I don't know where it is. You know? Waiting on it. They tell me, well, we don't know what happened to it. Yeah, you want to find out what happened to it. You won't give me my motherfucking money back. This the kind, and that's why I said I would have bought it for Sweetwater had Sweetwater had it on in stock and on sale, but they don't have it. They don't carry that particular model. They do have another desk, but they ain't the desk I wanted. You know, but I know better. I actually should have bought the desk like I started to from freaking Amazon. I probably would have got it within 2 days. But nevertheless, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about that white people try to pull on you. You know, because I do know them. That's why a lot of brothers don't go to Guitar Center. Now I know why. You know. But I don't deal with much about equipment unless it's something I have to get. You know, especially on the hum for DJ equipment and stuff. I don't fuck with them. I really don't. They always trying to send you second down shit. They always do. They've done it for years. I said, if they don't get this thing right with this desk like I told them to, they can take that desk, give me my money back, and shove that desk right up their ass. That's right. I'm tired of this mess with these guys, man. They pull this shit way too much. But this is the point I'm talking about, man. To me, it's coming off like white privilege is at an all-time high now. You know, they'll talk to you any kind of way. Matter of fact, the same Sunday I bought that bass, because I thought about just taking the bass and give me a newer one, but I said, no, I'm fine with it. I actually like it. You know, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even bought it. And that's the honest to gospel. Plus, I got a decent deal on it too. That's the only two reasons why. Otherwise, but the girl was talking about, oh, it's like a new Christmas present. I was like, I started telling her, and she was a nice girl or something, but white girl. But she's like, bitch, this ain't no Christmas present. This is an investment. No goddamn Christmas present. This is me trying to get in my this is part of my bucket list. To be honest, because I want to learn how to play music. This ain't got no do no Christmas present, motherfucker. You know, and white they always say something, you know, like you ain't supposed to be able to afford anything. And they're like the white boy. He did the same thing with me a few years ago at the other Guitar Center. Man, you being big shot. Being big time. Yeah, motherfucker, I am. And I told him, I said, yeah, yes, I am. Yeah, I am trying to do big things. I'm trying to do big things. Yeah, I sure am. For some reason, when it comes to African Americans who actually are able, just some of us who actually can try to do something, they don't like that. They want to see you beneath them. It's a pleasure I'm being serious. It's a pleasure for white people to see black people struggle. It is. And I'm talking, man, no, I mean, some of y'all just can't be for real, but they are for real. And it's nothing they like better than to see you beneath them trying to, work harder than you need to work. And then they'll all of a sudden pretend like they are bleeding heart for you and shit. They don't give a fuck about you. They like to see you under them. They like to see their foot on your neck, so to speak. They do. Because when I heard it, I was like, really? So I ain't supposed to be able to, and really, here's the killer part. I had to trade in. I had to give up half the stuff that I had was worth half or more than what that I traded in than what I actually got. I'm like, really? Well, you got a nice Christmas, bro. White people always got something nasty to say about you for no fucking good goddamn reason. Because it was for no fucking good goddamn reason. I'm saying it because it's true. Always got something funky to say to you. No matter what. I said, that's just fucking ridiculous. Because it's fucking ridiculous. Real talk. I just shook my head. It's like, I just don't get it, man. They don't want, they don't want you in the neighborhood. They don't even want you driving around the neighborhoods. Trust me, I got busted last year. I had a ticket that was the most bogus ticket I've moving violation ticket I've ever received. I really should have taken the court on that. But they don't want you to drive around the neighborhood. They don't want you to live in the neighborhood. They don't want you going to school with the kids. They absolutely want you to think that they're better than you. That's the really, really dangerous part about it. And these are the same people who tell you should believe in God. I do believe in God. I just don't want to be in there worshiping when they worship with them. And it just, I don't know, man. I just shake my head. But then you got other black people, you should forgive and forget them. No, I'm not going to forgive and I'm not going to forget them. They've done so much dirt to us in 400 fucking years. It's hard to just forget half the stuff that ever happened. Let alone forgive. Because it's really a mess. And they continue to do the same dirty shit. And they continue to get away with the same dirty type of shit. Come on, asshole. Come on, man. Damn. Really? Wait till I get all the way up here and then you want to turn. It's a constant cavalcade of bullshit. This whole thing with Cavanaugh is just more for entertainment purposes. You can see it's obvious. That's all this is about. That's all it's about. They're going to point them. They're going to say, you know what, yeah, we're just going to try to show American public, we're trying to railroad your nomination, but we're really not. We just want to help out the networks and get some ratings so we can get more support for you and show you that this is bullshit. We ain't really serious about that. We're going to get you. And that's all it is. This is just a dog and pony show. That's to get them in. That's not to push them out. They had no intention of taking Cavanaugh out. That's a whole bunch of bullshit. Don't you believe they're going to listen to the Me Too movement? They're not going to listen to them. This is one of the few times I actually would support I support the Me Too movement, but unfortunately, all of that support that they're going to get ain't going to mean nothing because they're not going to be able to do anything with it. Because the Republicans and some Democrats are not going to push them out. They have every intention of allowing them in. This is a good old boys club. They ain't going to, really. When it comes to their nominees, they're going to make sure they get through. They ain't going to have a problem getting them in. They're going to get them in. Mark my word on that one. Because I thought about saying, you know what, this is a joke. The whole thing is a joke. They were just bringing up so you could try to tell you, well, there's just a reason to just get them out. There might be a reason to get them out just to stir up bullshit in people's minds so that they can get more support. That's all this is about. Trust me, I took political science all the way through college. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? They full of shit. That's the games they play every day. I've been to Capitol Hill. Trust me. I couldn't stand it up there. I ain't gonna lie. I've been there a couple times. The real talking. I'm not just talking out of turn. I've actually been there. You know. And trust me when I say this. I didn't like it over there at all. Not one bit. All right. I didn't like it over there one damn bit. Believe me on that. Didn't like it. Hated it. Absolutely hated being around there. You know, because those people, you know, will smile in your face and do all this. But really, when it comes to your kind, they give a fuck. Really. White people ain't trying to really know our culture or our people or trying to have a better understanding of us as people, as Americans. They could care less. Because they feel, this is America, this is our proud heritage, and blah, 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 and all this other bullshit. And really, they don't give a damn two fucks to give or rub on you at all. They don't. They honestly don't. They think they earned everything in this country on their own. That's the other killer part. That's why they feel privileged. You know? Like, really? You do know that this world, this whole planet, is predominantly minority or predominantly people of other races. White people is not the biggest minority on this planet. That's a known fact. They're not. You got Indians, you got Mexicans, you got Spanish, you got Haitians, you got Jamaicans, you got Africans, you know, considering Africa is one of the biggest continents on the planet. You know? I mean, it's all a bunch of bullshit. Real talk. All a bunch of bullshit. Oh, really? You're not going to let them go over? They already had the right of way? I damn sure ain't move because I ain't got nowhere to go. She couldn't go block it anyway, but still. I can't go nowhere, asshole. Jesus Christ. You blow your warrant. Where else am I going to go? I couldn't go nowhere. But real talk. It's just a joke, man. It's a joke. And like I said before, this Cavanaugh nomination, it's a mole booty. It is real. It's booty big time. It's big time booty hole. Ain't no this, that, and the other. It's all a bunch of crap. These people ain't serious. They just doing, it's a dog and pony show for these guys. That's all it is. That's all this is, a fucking dog and pony show, and they know it. They have, like I said again, there's two fucks to give about it because they don't care anyway. They don't care about your point of view. They don't care about who you nominate to represent you. They don't care. Look at Flint, Michigan. That people are still suffering. They still got to get water imported from other states and within their state to get clean water. Okay, that's a fact. They haven't done anything about the city council. No, nobody, not even the governor. They ain't doing shit. They're still suffering. Kids are still dying up there. Okay? Violence in places like Chicago and LA and New York and DC and my hometown Cleveland is still insane. And other places around the country. Gun legislation. There is none. They don't plan on enacting any. If anything, it's probably to try to get more guns on the streets. Okay? They're not doing shit. They don't care. You know, Michael Jackson, God rest his soul, Michael Jackson, to me, put out one of the best tunes about the very subject I'm talking about. Because they really don't care about us. They could care less. It's about the powers that be and nothing else. And nothing less. It's about their own interest, their own self-interest, based on what they want and where they want. Come on, man. What the fuck you doing? and what they want to do and where they want to go. And you don't even want to be in lane, you fucking bitch. Jeez. These people, I swear, they're arrogant as fuck. What we doing here? Not that I ain't got nowhere to go. But really, it's just ridiculous, man. And, but yet you're not supposed to say anything about it. No, pretend like it doesn't exist. No, I'm not going to pretend like it don't exist. I can't pretend like it don't exist when I go home and go around surrounding suburb of where I used to live at in East Cleveland, and I see potholes for miles around the main streets around Euclid Avenue. Just potholes for days. You could be creating jobs where people could be repairing those streets with filling them potholes up. No, they won't do it. The state won't even bother to come out and help the city of Cleveland, which is another damn shame. You could create jobs doing that, just that alone. You got abandoned buildings all over that mug. My dad took me around 3 fucking years ago. This is no bullshit. Well, maybe long enough. About 3-4 years ago. We driving around the streets near Shore neighborhood in East Cleveland. True story. I wish I'd have filmed it. Empty streets. Abandoned houses. Completely dark. You know why? Because the opportunities that were there 40, even 30 years ago are gone. For good, man. I don't know, maybe for good, I don't know. The neighborhoods, the people I knew there, man. The families that grew up there, man. The families I knew there, gone. The opportunities are gone. Okay? It was so dark down there. It was so lonely. It was so desolate. I mean, almost the entire streets. You found about 1 or 2 families were still living over there, probably just barely getting by. It was sad. It was sad. It was the sad. I'll tell you right now. It was the saddest thing I ever seen in my life. Definitely the saddest things I ever seen in all the years I lived up there. When I did live up there, all years I was going back since I moved away from there. I left there 32 years ago. This year, 32 years, and it was just sad. My brother told me, he said, "You know what? I hate going back." And I can understand because he lost his mother there several years ago to cancer. And I sympathize with him. I don't like going back myself. I got family still there. And he still has some family there. But I ain't gonna lie, I hate going back. I hate going back for a couple of reasons. Because number one, I hate to see my family suffer, but I gotta be there for them. Number 2, the East Side, man, is just terrible, man. And the politicians, even the Democratic black politician who actually is the mayor of the city there, ain't doing shit for the city. The only thing he's doing, because somebody asked him, is the money that's being made downtown is going to ever get to the neighborhoods? He's like, it'll trickle down eventually. If what's happening here is going to happen everywhere else. It's not happening everywhere else. I was there last year, and I was there this year. It ain't happening there. It got worse. You guys heard about the explosion that happened back in the summer. It happened right down the street from my house, where I grew up, 125th, in Forest Grove. All right? The irony of it is, and I actually reminded my sister and my brother-in-law, when we were kids, we used to stay in that very spot. There used to be an apartment over there, in that very location. An apartment complex, right there. We spent summers there for years, or at my aunt's house with my cousins. That very spot. If you've seen it, or if you haven't seen it, go to my channel, you'll see it. That very spot. That's what made it so sad, man. It just took an explosion for me personally. It actually kind of took a piece of my childhood away, a big part of it away. You know, because I spent summers there in that very location, that very actual spot. It's gone. It's sad. It literally broke my heart, man. Dead. I'm just glad there weren't, I'm sad that that one person got injured. The one who tried breaking the house was unfortunate. It was unfortunate, but I'm glad no one else really got hurt on that. My mom's actually, I think the worst case scenario, she had a couple of broken windows in the house because that's how wide that explosion was. And just so happened she wasn't home when it happened. Thank God. But it's been a lot of crazy stuff going on. And like I said before, this harkens back to the fact that really this is like a real life have and have nots. The haves, of the upper echelon in this country don't give a fuck about the people who don't have much. They don't. They don't give a shit. But they want you to sit there and every time one of their children gets murdered by one of our unarmed people get murdered by a cop for no reason, and they always tell you, "Oh, calm down, we'll work it out," and they never work it out. I'm being real about it. I'm tired of that, man. People are tired of being fucked with. We're tired of it. We're past tired. We're tired of it. And I'm just, to me, it's just, whew. At one point, and I made no bones about this. At one point, I just stopped going to church for a while. I said, you know what? I saw, it's just been a lot of stuff that's been on my mind this year, and it ain't been all, happy. It's been things that I saw this year just really was just heartbreaking me. Things I heard about certain people in my life, man, and I think it was really fucked up. Like I said before, is praying never enough anymore? It's not. I'll say that. That's about all I need to say. People, it's time you get the kids educated, man. It's time to start building a foundation for your kids to stand on them, man. Get them out that bullshit that they deal with, man. Make them hit them books, man. Stop letting them slack off. I'll be the first to say that, because if I had I not stayed on my kids, man, it'd been a different story. It's heartbreaking, man. I'm telling you, it really is. Truly is. All right, guys. This is DJ Wolf. That's pretty much all I got to say right now. Best I don't say much else, anything else right now. I'm hoping to do a podcast. Hopefully, sometimes weekend. I don't know. I gotta get ready to make a couple phone calls and get some stuff straightened out. But again, this is DJ Wolf.